Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video I want to talk about faction talents, what you should be upgrading now that stage 2 has been unlocked for some players today. Now don't worry if you haven't already unlocked it. Even for people who have unlocked it today, they're not going to be able to progress very far in the faction talent tree because as soon as you reach level 500 you get 150 of the Frostborne Diamonds. These are the resources you're going to need to upgrade stage 2 faction talents. The regular talent orbs are not going to help you upgrade these at all. And the thing is, you're not going to be able to get any more of these from the AFK stages up until reaching stage 800, which is going to be like a few days in the future. And even when we do make it there, we're only going to get 20 Frostborne Diamonds per stage, or 10 stages, which is not that many, especially when it does take 150 even up to upgrade these small nodes over here. I'm assuming maybe even the skill upgrades will be the same cost, but either way, you guys are going to get the picture. It will take you a long time to progress through and upgrade stage 2 of the faction talents, and a lot of it is actually going to come up just from your level ups. Like when we hit 510 level resonating, I'm pretty sure we're probably going to get another 150 Frostborne Diamonds, and maybe eventually it will grow to an even higher number than that. Okay, with that being said though, and that also means that you guys can freely use your talent orbs. These are going to actually be, like, there's no use for them. They're actually recyclable in your inventory once you have all of your trees leveled up to level 10. So you can take all of your faction talents level 10. There's no reason to save these talent orbs. Okay, now let's get to the actual information. Which talent tree do I recommend upgrading? So the thing is, when we talk about the Primal Lord Mirage Frostspike, which is coming out tomorrow, there are 3 different teams right now, all of the top performing teams, and they are all using the Mauler faction talents just because Mauler heroes are so dominant for this boss, Shakir, Mikola, and then a final Mauler hero, usually Odie as your damage dealer. Yeah, I think Odie and pretty much all of them. And so that is going to be a reason that maybe you want to consider upgrading the Mauler faction talent tree, because if you want to compete for the top ranks of Primal Lord, all of these bonus stats are going to matter. Now, and eventually the extra buff tile is going to matter, because how it usually works for the Primal Lords is when you're attacking into it, you will deal boosted damage, like up to 40% bonus damage if you are on the prime carrier tile, and so that is why having 2 tiles will boost the damage of 2 of your different heroes, and so getting to that 2 faction talent tile is going to be a priority to max your score. Now, the thing is though, like, I mean, we're gonna have a long time until the Primal Lord is going down. It usually lasts 10, maybe 11 days. So you could respec, you could reset and then level up the Mauler tree 1 day beforehand and just have this completely maxed out. You probably don't need to upgrade this before that, because any of the skill upgrades, these are just minor like damage boost. The prey effect, the damage reduction, I don't think will matter that much, because the boss will deal like a set amount of damage to certain allies, and so like this is not going to change that much of that. And then this one has a bit of damage output, but overall nothing too game changing here. It's just mainly to get the 2 faction tiles in the end in order to get your overall top ranking, but that ranking only really matters on the final day, because before that, if you're running a good team, even without this upgraded, I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to get the maximum chests for the clear, and so you won't really have to worry about min-maxing this. So when it comes down to the faction talent tree, I'm gonna have to say Wilders is my preferred way to go for AFK stages, because if you have the Iron Almas team, you're going to see in your AFK stages, it is usually always going to be in some of the record formations. Here you have Wilder. Sometimes you're going to see Lightbearer teams. Sometimes you're going to see Mauler teams. However, the most used team is Wilders, and I think for the majority of players out there, your Wilder team is going to be the strongest, as long as you have Almas and Iron to Mythic Plus or above. It is a really solid team. And the other advantage of upgrading Wilder faction talent is going to help you in PvP. Getting those 2 faction tiles and both of them having the concealed effect at the beginning of the battle, that is really strong. That is going to make a big difference for Supreme Arena. And if you can rush to getting these 2 faction talent tiles, it's going to take a while. It's going to take probably at least, I don't know, a week or so more from right now. I might even be more than that. even for the spending players. But whenever it does unlock, this is going to be a big boost to you in PvP. Like, usually what I recommend is to run 2 different teams with wilder faction talents, and so if you upgrade this, it's going to improve the performance of both of those teams. And so that is one good reason to do it. The other one, like we said, is AFK stages. It will help you with the Iron Almas team to clear higher just by having higher stats from the upgrades, a bit longer concealed effect, and a bit higher damage output. And this is really interesting. This skill effect upgrade is actually pretty big. It grants a prime carrier shield equal to 22% of damage dealt while in the concealed state. And that is going to be more survivability to your allies who are on the tiles, and then gaining, of course, the extra buff tile. So what my plan is going to be, and I'm going to upgrade it right now, is I'm going to go through the wilder tree. I'm going to see if I'm able to get the maximum chest from the Primal Lord, which I think I probably will be. Then I will not need to upgrade Mauler faction talents right up until like the final 1 or 2 days, where you just want to try to get your top ranking position just for like, yeah, for whatever rewards you can get off of that. But up until then, I think I'm just going to level up Wilders. I want to max out Wilders as quickly as possible. This is going to be important, and for my Supreme Arena especially. Okay, so those are the 2 key factions I was really considering. Then there comes some different options. Now, like we said, for AFK stage pushing, Lightbearer is a pretty well-used faction if you have the heroes. Like if you have Yuluka, Hypogean, the twins, there's a great combo team you can use there. But the thing is, you can also be using the Iron Almas team instead, so you don't need to run this Lightbearer team. And also, I think a lot of people might not even have Hypogean built, in which case this team has even less effectiveness. For PvP, I do not like the Lightbearer faction actual skill, like the summon Hogan, and also the fact that Lightbearer heroes are not the strongest in PvP. Like usually it's difficult to put 3 Lightbearer heroes together who are really good in PvP. It becomes really awkward. And so that is another reason that I don't really recommend upgrading Lightbearer faction talent tree. Graveborn has a lot of issues. Like, there are good Graveborn heroes, but the problem is this is not helpful for AFK stages. It's not going to be helpful for Primal Lord. It is purely basically a PvP type upgrade. And like for PvP, yeah, I mean, it is a cool effect, and definitely having 2 heroes on the buff tile, 2 different faction tiles, could make it even stronger. However, I don't really recommend doing this because it is counterable. Like, the thing about this effect is that if you have a Taline in the back on the opposing side, then the Taline is going to take like that damage from the beginning, like this lose 45% health. And Taline doesn't really care about that, because that Taline is going to be able to resurrect herself after that. So I just think there are a lot of counters to the Graveborn faction talent. I think on offense, yeah, potentially it can be amazing. And like, if you're going to go for a Sylvina offense, or you're trying to snipe ranks in Supreme Arena, it could be a good option to upgrade. In terms of the skill upgrades here, I'm not really a big fan of these changes. Like a bit of extra HP loss, and then a bit of a higher attack ratio stolen, and then you also have some damage upon getting a kill to an enemy if they're defeated. But yeah, I don't know. I can't really warrant upgrading this just for like maybe one of my teams for Supreme Arena. You're probably not going to have 2 Graveborn teams. So like, you're really doing this all just for one of your Graveborn teams, which in my opinion, I don't think is really good enough. I don't think it's good enough to warrant that. And so I wouldn't recommend it. Hypogean Celestial, though, I think is really nice. The thing is, for faction talent, like pushing stages, we haven't seen, haven't seen Hypogean Celestial used that much. Like in last season, Hypogean Celestial was used so much. But in this season, it really seems like it's just Wilders, Maulers, Lightbearers sometimes. And that's pretty much it. You hardly see Hypogean Celestial. I think it is due to the fact that this effect it's kind of nice, but it's just like a minor attack boost, and then also energy to start with. But that is pretty much it. It's not like a really game-changing effect. It just gives you like that first ultimate faster, but it's not like last season where you had like the crowd control with the dark tile, and then the stuns and true damage with the light tile. Like, that was crazy. But this one, I don't know. This is just kind of like, And also it's more PvP oriented. First ultimate damage boosted, initial energy boosted, but after that you've wasted all of your bonuses, and then it's not going to help you for like long drawn out fights like in AFK stages. So it's mainly a PvP artifact. But if you have like a Hypogean Celestial team you're running in PvP, this is not a bad thing to upgrade, but I just don't think it's a top priority. Also, the top team as of right now, unless something else is found, is using Mauler faction talents, not Hypogean Celestial for the Primal Lord. So like you won't even need to upgrade this for the Primal Lord. So really the two ones, the big ones in my opinion, are Wilder and Maulers. I think Wilder is overall the most effective, strong one, and I'm going to upgrade that one first to all the way to level 20. And then eventually I will once we need to go for the Primal Lord maximum ranking, I will reset and I will fully level up the Mauler faction talent tree to maximize my team there. But maybe I'll be able, by that point, maybe I can be able to have 20 in both, which would be even better. So that is another thing that you could consider. But basically, the whole point behind this video is my recommendation on this, what I think you guys should invest in, and also the fact that Frostborne Diamonds are pretty limited. A lot of them are just going to be gained from your level ups. Every 10 resonating levels, like 500, starting from 500, 510, 520, you're going to be getting Frostborne Diamonds. And in the AFK stages from 800 onwards, you're going to be getting 20 of these Talendors, 20 of the Frostborne Diamonds, and then I'm sure eventually it will even upgrade. But those only 20 every 10 stages is kind of low, honestly, when you need 150 even to upgrade one node of a tree. So anyway, guys, you guys can share your own opinions about faction talents, what you're planning to upgrade in the comment section. I'm sure that can also help other people out. But thanks for watching, guys. That is going to be it for this one. I'll hopefully see you guys in the next video, and look forward to a Primal Lord video on all the top teams coming out very shortly. And then, of course, as soon as we do day 1 testing, I will keep you updated on the overall top teams that have been evolved if anything changes. But anyway, guys, that is going to be it for this video. I'll hopefully see you in the next one. Thank you all for watching. If you want to join my AFK Journey Discord server, there's a link to that in the description of this video. But until the next video, everyone, peace out for now, and thank you for watching.